Have you ever wondered how you can turn a small monthly investment into a huge sum in the future? Welcome to the power of regular monthly investments, a concept that harnesses the might of compound interest over the long term. Imagine this: a minor investment of $375 every month. It may not seem like much, but let's fast forward 3 decades. Thanks to the magic of compound interest, those small monthly contributions have the potential to grow into a significant nest egg. We're not talking about just doubling or tripling your investment. We're talking about the possibility of your $375 per month blooming into a staggering $953,800 over 30 years. And all it takes is patience, consistency, and a little bit of faith in the power of time and compound interest. In the world of investments, patience and consistency can indeed turn a molehill into a mountain. So, where should you invest your money? Let's talk about the Fidelity Nasdaq Composite ETF. The Nasdaq Composite is a stock market index that includes almost all the stocks listed on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. It's a broad-based index, which means it represents a wide range of sectors, from technology to healthcare and everything in between. Recently, it reached a record high, marking the official beginning of a new bull market. This noteworthy achievement was driven in part by the strong performance of a group of stocks fondly referred to as the Magnificent Seven. But how does one measure the performance of such a vast and diverse index? Enter the Fidelity Nasdaq Composite ETF. This exchange-traded fund, simply put, is a vessel that tracks the performance of the Nasdaq Composite. It's like having a miniature version of the Nasdaq Composite in your investment portfolio, giving you a piece of the action in a wide array of sectors. Now let's talk numbers, and not just any numbers, but some truly impressive ones. Over the last 3 decades, this index fund has returned a staggering 1,930%. Think about that for a moment. That's like turning a $1,000 investment into nearly $20,000. And remember, this isn't a cherry-picked success story. This is the average return across 3 whole decades. What's driving this incredible performance? Well, it's largely due to the Magnificent Seven, a group of high-performing stocks that have led the charge in the Nasdaq Composite's recent surge. These stocks, which include some of the biggest names in technology, have delivered strong returns and contributed significantly to the overall performance of the index. Thus, the Fidelity Nasdaq Composite ETF has proven to be a solid performer, reflecting the strength of the Nasdaq Composite. This ETF offers a unique opportunity to ride the wave of the Nasdaq Composite's success, mirroring its performance and benefiting from its gains. It's a solid choice for anyone looking to invest in a broad range of sectors and capitalize on the power of the Nasdaq Composite. Now, imagine the possibilities if you consistently invest in the Fidelity Nasdaq Composite ETF. Let's delve a little deeper into the potential of this investment strategy. Picture this. What if you were to invest $375 every month into the Fidelity Nasdaq Composite ETF? Sounds like a manageable amount, right? But what could this modest monthly investment yield over a span of 30 years? The answer might astound you. Drawing from the past performance of the Fidelity Nasdaq Composite ETF, which returned an impressive 1,930% over the last 3 decades, we can illustrate the immense potential of this investment. Of course, past performance is not a guaranteed predictor of future returns, but it does give us a ballpark figure to work with. So let's assume for a moment that the ETF continues to perform similarly. With these returns, your monthly investment of $375 could potentially grow to a staggering $953,800 over 3 decades. That's right, you heard it correctly. A sum that started as a relatively small monthly commitment could potentially transform into close to $1 million. Now, this is not to say that investing in the Fidelity Nasdaq Composite ETF is a surefire ticket to wealth. As with all investments, there are risks involved. Market conditions can change, and the ETF's performance could vary. But the potential for substantial growth is certainly there. This is the power of consistent long-term investing. It's about playing the long game, using time and patience to your advantage. And the Fidelity Nasdaq Composite ETF, with its track record of strong performance, could be a worthy contender in your investment portfolio. The potential is truly astonishing, isn't it? So why wait? Start your investment journey today, and who knows? You might be the next success story in the world of investments.